Sisters, it's us again.
Hi,
and we
guys.
are here to talk about beauty and fashion this week. Yes. So what do you have for beauty?
So I have a couple things, and I'm really excited about this because it's so fresh, this line. It's called It Cosmetics, and I know that any of you beauty gurus out there has definitely heard of it and probably use it as well. So now I'm actually going to start using this myself, and hopefully I can do some demonstration for you guys coming soon. But I definitely wanted to talk about it first because I've seen it and I read up on it, and it just seems like a really, really good skincare plus makeup line, and that's what I really, really like about it. And also they do a lot of infomercials too.
Okay.
So I'm sure, like I said, the word has just gotten around about it, so it's pretty popular. The first thing that I want to talk about is the It foundation. So it's the It Bye Bye foundation.
Okay.
So that's one of the really, like, top sellers with them. And what I like about it is that it has anti-aging and antioxidants in it. I can't even talk, sorry you guys. But I like that because it's like an all-in-one thing. Guys, we like our all-in-one because it cuts down on time. The anti-aging in it, and then it also has a moisturizer built in it too.
Okay.
So if you are missing out on your moisturizer, it has that in it. And then it has the SPF. So of course, most of us are getting ready exactly for being outside and being in those crazy sun rays during the summertime. So I really like that. The next thing is their It Cosmetics Bye Bye Concealer.
Right.
What I like about this is because, again, those of us who are not a foundation person, you can still wear it by itself. It still gives you a little bit of tint and color, and then it still has the anti-aging properties in it. So I really like that. But then it also does not crease. It's long lasting, and it's very, very lightweight. So
that's so needed, especially with spring and summer coming up.
Yes.
With the sweating, just the humidity of our weather anyway. So that's very important. Yeah,
absolutely. And then you also too, in the summer and spring, especially guys in Texas, the weather gets crazy hot, and so sometimes if you wear it too long, certain brands of makeup, they can cause creasing in the face a little bit, like right around through here and up through the eye areas, and then some people throughout the forehead. So I really do like that this is like a non-crease type of makeup.
Right.
Okay?
I love that.
And then lastly of this product is the Bye Bye setting powder, which I'm really a fan of, because this setting powder is also a finishing powder as well. So they kind of go hand in hand, but they're still a little bit different, because a lot of girls that use setting sprays sometimes will also use a setting powder or a finishing powder, but this it sets the makeup, but it also includes like that finishing powder. So I think it's still a little bit separate, so you don't have to also spray a setting powder when you get done. You can do one or the other. And it's also really lightweight, but it still does have a tint to it. So it's long lasting, which is really cool.
Needed.
Exactly. And then of course, I want to say that when I literally looked at these products, you can almost pick one. You don't have to do all three, especially like in the summer. You can just either pick one and just totally have a very light, simple look, instead of like piling it on. So I definitely I'll come back to you guys with these products and let you know how they work, because I'm seriously like really impressed with the line. But I want to try it for myself and really do some demonstrations. So definitely stay tuned for that, guys. And now we're gonna get to Janine and her fashion.
Some fashion trends. So as you already know, spring is around the corner. It's practically here, except for our weather. We want to go to winter, then come back to spring, then go to winter. Like, our weather is so bipolar. But anyway, just a trend that pretty much never goes out of style for women and for men are neutrals. So neutrals from head to toe, actually. So like a neutral like dress, or like a neutral suit for a man. Like the brown tones are still carrying over from the fall and winter, which is really, really nice and refreshing. And then you can always just add like a pop of color. color. So for a man, I would suggest to add like a vest, just like that pop of color during the spring, since neons are in right now as well. But I wouldn't add a neon with the neutral, but I'm just saying, like, just to kind of add like those type of pop of colors within your wardrobe and within your outfits. And then for women, pink is just really out there right now. So all the magentas and different things like that. So you can also kind of incorporate those with your neutrals, like a neon pink shoe with like a tan dress or something like that. You know what I mean? So,
and this neon, it is very, very popular.
So popular.
And that's just so funny. That's what we keep talking about. It's all of the stuff that keeps resurfacing. Yes. I mean, it's just really crazy.
It's crazy. But I do want to get into undergarments for women, since we are talking about spring coming up and then summer is gonna come right after it. And if your body is not snatched, it's like if your body is not snatched, you know what I mean, under those clothes, then you definitely want to have like your undergarments to make sure that you're pulled in properly to where the outfit is actually going to pop a little bit more, and you're not, you don't see the rolls and you don't see
not the rolls,
all of that, and I have them.
Yes. Trust me.
Yes.
Like literally, I will admit this, I don't own any undergarments, yet, but I really have been thinking about it because it makes such a difference with not even, it's not like a weight thing. Everybody thinks
it
you
has
have to have,
to do with
but
weight,
when I tell you, just the ways that I've seen them demonstrated on people and the sucking and the tightening.
Yes,
and
the before and after. I see it all the
uplifting.
time, like on Instagram. I actually have to get the brand name that I've seen recently that just looks amazing, and I want to try it out myself.
So it's not Spanx.
It's not Spanx.
Okay.
It's something different. It's a little bit like Spanx, but especially for like, I'll call them like the freakum dresses or the come get me dresses, or the very, very tight because I love those bodycon dresses, especially with spring coming up, like I'm saying.
Yeah.
But you don't want to see, like when I put it on, I'm like, oh, I don't want to see this. Like I don't want to see the, the little back fat and all that stuff. But like they just have the ones that come all the way up to where it's like right under.
I think I have seen those.
Yes.
Because back in the day we used to just pull up the, the stocking and just pin them to the bra. I mean, like,
did you really do that?
Yes. I mean, if I wanted to, like this y'all don't know. This is before some of y'all do, but now everybody's like,
I've never done that. I think I would have like sneezed and then it came apart or something. Like I would be scared because I hate pins.
You're like, oh crap.
I hate safety pins because they always scare
you, and they always poke you if they do.
They do, and I'm like, no, we're not gonna take that chance with underclothes. But no, definitely.
Because you'd be like sitting in church or something
somewhere,
and then all of a sudden, and you're like, somebody be like, okay, you got the Holy Ghost. Like, what is happening? You're like,
that's what they would think too. That's so funny. But so guys, definitely start to check out those. Spanx is always a good one. But like I said, I'll come back with you guys the actual brand name. And I know that they're even like so inexpensive right now. At first when they started out, they were a little bit expensive, but now you have so many options. Even like Walmart carries different versions of them and things like that. So don't feel like you have to go out and spend too much on them. But you just want to definitely keep that in mind, especially for the ladies. Just even the way some pants fit, just certain tops. You just want to make sure that you are checking that, and you're not walking around with a distasteful look because you didn't take the time to have the proper
and you know what, it's interesting too because now people have gotten really smart with it. The designers and manufacturers, like they are putting these shapers inside
of the clothes.
You know what I mean? Like skirts have them, certain pants already have them. We already know that the jeans, that's supposed to make your butt look big and shape your behind and shape your hips and stuff. All of that to me has something to do with the way that clothes are being structured.
It is, and it's all about the fit to me. It's all about the fit and how it looks. Like you can walk around with $1 million dress, but if it does not fit properly, it means nothing.
Yeah.
Same thing with designer. Designer means nothing to me if it's not styled correctly for your body shape.
Yeah.
And if it does not fit correctly. But two stores that I did want to just, in our, you know, we all know them, they're Old Faithful. For me, men is so important as far as, like I said, I just love the way that their fashion is evolving.
Yes,
and so two stores that I love to see men shop at, and where I go as well, like you can shop if you do have a boo with your boo, is H&M and Zara.
Oh,
so,
yes.
Zara is just, they're just so on key and so on trend when it comes to men and women, but I love the way that they're doing with the men's fashion, like I said. Even like how utilitarian, like I mentioned, it was in a few episodes ago that I mentioned actually utilitarian is so in right now as far as like jackets and stuff like that for men, and how it's kind of like oversized, like that militarian look. So they do really well just staying on trend. And also for the men who are scared to take a risk, like that can be a place that they can kind of start at to where it's not all the way out there. So
it's like versatile. So they can definitely feel like, you know, I'm not taking it all the way, you know. And I've even you know, had that question asked, like, do certain types of fitted pants for men make them look a little too, you know, not as masculine. Yeah, not as masculine. Yeah, let's just say that. Yeah.
I would say yes. If it's too tight, I always say a slim pant. I don't say a tight fitted pant. I always say a slim pant. Yeah. It's very nice on a man, and not like this super duper tight, because a lot of every single man, like we always say, women's shapes are different. Yeah. But that goes the same for men. Like you have slimmer men where it looks well, but then you also have men who have muscles and who are a little bit more built, and they don't feel comfortable with that type of, you know, what did Jay-Z say? So my knots don't fit. I don't wear skinny jeans because my knots don't fit. Whatever he said, but I mean that does make sense.
That's basically what he's
I can't wear the skinny pant, but you can still do like a slimmer pant to where it's not over baggy, even though baggy is starting to come back into fashion right now.
Yes, okay. So it just really is going to depend on the fit. And then, I mean, also it's the fit, but it's you know, being comfortable too with what you have on. So if you're not comfortable in it, of course it's gonna give off that same vibe to other people. If you're like kind of, you know, worried and concerned, like, do I look like a certain, you know, way, or, you know, so yeah, you gotta make sure that you're rocking it, you know, and if you don't think you are, at least pretend you are until you can go home and take it off.
Exactly. You have to, I mean, definitely confidence is style. Like, that's a part of your style, the way that you wear it, the way that you wear your head up when you're wearing it. If you're wearing something out of the box, you know, it's a lot of eclectic type of men, which I really love that vibe. Because I love the show Grownish, and I love...
I know, right?
Yes, and I love the guy, I can't even think of his name right, Luca. Is
that the oldest son, Luca?
No, Luca, no, it's Grownish. It's Yara Shahidi's like little boo. Yeah, while she's in college. So he has like these dreads and like this bohemian vibe. Like he wears kimonos. He wears, you know what I mean? So he's super duper comfortable with it, because you can tell it's just him and he's confident. So I love that even in a man, just very out of the box. So yes, guys, so those are our fashion and beauty tips.
I hope you guys definitely got something out of it.
I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll definitely be coming with you with more. So be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook as well, so you can see these looks and some of the looks that we talk about, so you can get the visuals, all right?
Yes,
so
all right. Stay tuned. Thanks, guys.
Bye.